Oh, two. Hey, I was so feeling, and I don't know why I chose to fall from the sky, but I was up so high, slowly fading, losing my goal, going so fast and the world is moving so slow. Now I got to get in the fit in to go with the flow. Those who understand me not, they lack the knowledge of me, and I'm living. Go get it, get He's gonna bless you, he'll go bless all right. What's up, world? It's your girl Tlove coming to you live from BPU Radio. All right. I got my girl Christine Washington in the building. My guest co-host, Zoe.
You already know.
All right. Or Z. What we say your name was? What we gonna name it again? But it was what you sent me. I like it.
Oh, Code Z. That's my
Code Z. Yes. Code Z. I like that. I said, I like that. Code Z. All right. And my very, very, very special guest, Q Harper.
What's poppin', young world?
All right. All right. We're so happy to have you in the building. How long has it been since we've seen each other?
Probably about 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah. But we've always loved each other on social media. You know, like he liked my stuff. He sent me, you sent me a project for me to come. I don't know when you were getting this together, but for the to speak of, tell my testimony.
Yeah, you still got
that and working. Yeah. Okay, well, we gonna sit with you. You're gonna chop it up with us today here on Spoken Sounds. So, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You got a lot of stuff going on. You are a man that the world needs to know. So before we get into the show, we're gonna take a quick break and listen to a song and come back in and do it all over again. Ow! Q, what is your name?
Q.
Yeah. Aren't we friends?
Sure.
Yeah. You're not coming? Well, I'm trying to tell you, I'm in a lot. But I put your name.
I'm glad this week is over. I need to get away. Go home and throw my clothes on. Come get you right away. Can't wait to see you looking lovely. I hope you're thinking of me. Cause all I want is time with you and don't need nothing more. What you guys I see you cross the room. I love you with some back. Where you have them all, I'm so proud of you. So attracted to you. You're so damn good to me. And everything you do, cause I am so I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. I'm so glad for you that I can't help myself. First thing in the morning, when I open my eyes and see you, I feel like a breath of fresh air. I feel like I can fly. I'm just the girl that comes my way. I do anything for you. I can't express but I do get out there.
You ready to look up?
Yeah. Why? You gonna give me one?
Spoken sounds of soul.
It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be.
Spoken sounds of
You're
soul.
getting better. You're not the person they see. Can you notice the things you've been through? That they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop
Spoken sounds of soul. I almost saw that film, and I don't know why. Why I chose to fall from the sky when I was up so high. Slowly fading, losing my glow. Going so fast and the world is moving so slow. Now I got to get in, to fit in, to go with the flow. Those who understand me not, they lack the knowledge of me. And look, me to my inside. Spoken sounds of soul.
He's so hard. I know. Get that heart right, y'all. Come on, give me some hearts. Show me some love. All right. All right. It's your girl Tlove, and we're back with more Spoken Sounds of Soul here on BPU Talk Radio. Got my girl Christine Washington in the building. All right. Code Z. All right. And my boy, Q Hopper. The man of distinction, the man of the hour, Q Hopper. Peacocks, music author, all around guy, motivator, innovator, creator. All right. So welcome back, Q. We were briefly talking before our intro that how you came into my life. You know, we've been distant for about 2 years, and you're gonna tell us some of the new projects you got going on.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I heard you got some music.
Yeah.
Tell us about this music project you've been working
this
on.
This is Q Time Volume 2. Title is my testimony. Basically, it's kind of like a church and a spiritual thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people can give you a scripture, or we go through life without really sharing our testimony. So I said I wanted to make some music that wasn't really, you know, rapping the Bible, but to actually input real life scenarios. Like when I was working for the devil. So I talk about everything in this album. My darkness to light. This is what it's all about.
And I love that because I have a project that I've been working on since '99 where I put the concept, and I think you're familiar with this because we talked about my book and how I created a concept of my poetry. I'm able to talk my poetry through my testimony. So for people to tell their testimony through music, through spoken word, I think that's, you know, a creative outlet that we have to be able to do that. But a lot of people don't want to tell the truth. You know, it is what it is, but they also need to see the blessing in your testimony because what you were is not what you used to be. It's who you are today. And so you should be able to be proud to tell your testimony, but a lot of people want to keep quiet.
But you know what, though? I don't think it's keeping quiet. I think it's that
a shame.
It's not a shame. Like, we'll say everything what the Bible say. But it's like, who's the living testimony? It's my testimony. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So,
tell your story better than you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, instead of me, like I said, giving you a Bible scripture, I'm like, look, I was that person. You know what I'm saying? That came back from the dead, the walking dead. You know what I'm saying?
So who tell the world who were you, so they can know that there is a way out.
Oh, most definitely.
If I could just interrupt real quick.
Yeah.
I want to go back. You know, where are you from?
Yeah.
And are you from Atlanta?
I'm from ATL. I'm from Mechanicsville.
Oh, okay.
Real spill.
Okay, so it all started in Mechanicsville.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering
he finna get into his testimony.
It's a neighborhood amongst, you know, like, you know, the neighborhood. You know, my upbringing for his family, you know, my mom's a minister and stuff like that. But, you know, that played a major role in the prodigal son returning. You know what I'm saying? But the life, once I touched down and got into the streets, and of course I married it and got engaged to it, and you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and everything that comes with the game, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Were you incarcerated behind some of the choices that you made?
I don't think you're going to stay better if you really put in the work. I heard you say that, like, you know, get away with that, you know what I'm saying, for so long, you know what I'm saying? Behind the walls.
So you were in the streets doing the dirt, being of dirt, just dirty.
I work with them, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was dirty.
Everything and anything.
Yeah. So what was the aha moment or the moment of say, hey, I am tired of this life that I'm living? What was your wake up call?
To be honest with you, it wasn't a moment. I was one that always read, always researched. And in my inner self, to be honest with you, I always knew it was something else out here. I was just one that never stopped searching. So I don't care how many times I bumped my head, or I just felt like, you know, till you cold, ice cold, and stretched out in that box, it's not over. So that's just my theory. So until the casket drop, I'm gonna ride until the wheel fall off. Straight up.
Wow. Yeah.
People that know me, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't the game.
It ain't the game. Yeah. Wow. Your testimony.
It's real, man.
Yeah.
And I tell the people, man, God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Trapping and black masking. I'm just saying, though, you know, that's what makes it what I'm doing, because I'm breaking my silence. And I don't know where you can help somebody else. You can't keep the skeleton and try to help other people.
Right. That's what I was saying earlier, when people maybe they're ashamed, or, you know, people want to hold on to, you know, they was a prostitute, you know what I'm saying, but trying to be in the pulpit or be out to reaching out, but they don't want to tell people that they was a prostitute because how people may look at them. First of all, we need to stop judging people, and then we need to be able to be secure in who we are today.
Two sides.
Right.
Start judging people, and people got to start worrying about what somebody
does. Right. Two sides. Yeah. Because that was me. Yeah. That was me. I used to care what people thought of me, you know, but because all my life, that's what I wanted to live up to other people's standards, other people's
We all do.
Yeah.
I don't think it never stops. I really don't. You know, because this is life. We all want to be a part of something.
Right.
It just depends on what you pick, what you choose to want to be a part of. I
Right.
want to be a part of something great.
Right.
I want to be a part of stupid and you know what I'm saying? So you get to choose. You got a choice in this whole matter. And that's all we got is a choice. So it's like make your best move, your next move, your best move.
Right. Like a game of chess.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us about the single and when it is about to.
Well, it's not a single, it's actually the whole album.
Okay.
12 songs featuring multiple different artists that showed me love, from 13 Disciple on there. Actually, it was his song, and I put it on my song.
Okay, my boy 13. You gotta get it up. So y'all did a duet. Okay.
And Simply Dre from the Bay Area, Lolita Colby, Pastor Harper from Ministry of the Holy Spirit, my mom, my church, you know what I'm saying? So Pastor Phil with Lil Jimmy. So you know, a lot of people came in to show some love on that.
Okay, so what's the now we know all the songs are hot, but what is the hottest song? What song that you feel will really be able to touch the souls?
For the right now, in talking current events, I think Talk Back.
I love that.
Yeah, and G.O.D. You know, G.O.D. is over everything now. So you know what I'm saying? Where I go, I'd be not thinking. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you got a few questions here. I see you over there.
Well,
quitting your fingers.
I was going to say, because you said Talk Back was one that was really going to touch on based on current events. So I wanted you to kind of expand upon that to say, like, you know, where you feel it's relevant or where that song kind of speaks to current events and how it will touch the people.
Well, what I really wanted to do, and I know this ain't my show, I wanted to play the song for it, then come back. And
that's right. Give me the
Okay. So that's what you mean. You want to play?
I want to play it. I don't even know.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. We gotta get the engineer in here. So we're gonna come back and explain all that. Yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna play his song as soon as Dr. Angela gets in here. We're gonna get the song popping. I put
everything in this particular CD. It was my first spiritual song, whatever you want to call it. I don't have a genre for it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's my testimony. So I'm gonna put a period right now.
Okay. So in the meantime, we wait on the lady to get back and play our song for us. Go ahead and tell us. Just give us one time. Just try to do it a couple times. Where people can find you, you know, give them the socials, give them the IG.
Man, it ain't too much going on, man. I'm just old school. I am on Facebook, man. Q Hard on Facebook. That's where I'm at sometimes.
Q Hard,
QUEHARPR. Yeah.
On Facebook. Yeah. Where your music at? You got it on SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal?
No, I got it in my pocket right now. Still coming out of the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, slide in his DMs, be like, yo, CD.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna hit that couple dollars to hit that account, and I email it to you.
Okay. Yeah. So we gonna hear this.
Give me on the Cash App.
The song title again.
Talk Back.
Talk Back.
Yeah,
we get ready to hit this, and then we gonna get into what inspired this. Talk Back. Talk Back. I remember my mama used to say, "Talk." You talking back? I used to mumble under my breath. Remember that? Cute. Made me sick. Or just look. Yeah, you just look.
Hey, Q Harper, man. This is Q-Time Volume 2. This is my testimony. Simply Dre. Let's go. Been around the world and I done seen a lot of things. My so-called friends even scandalize my name. They start all in my face and then they talk behind my back. Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Things people do today just ain't right. Like I'll never make it take another man's life. Politician man, even playing tip for 10. President, baby,
talk back, y'all.
Talk back. Seen so much death, dear God, this ain't natural. Storefront plazas, casket warehouse, making plenty noise and fighting and declaring war on us through the air. Chemical trail releasing toxic gas. Poison in the water, fool us by the masses. How can they administer things we never asking? All in our business, invading our status. Robbing us with no guns, they never wear masks. Ashes to ashes, foreclosure taking taxes. Look at us, we still backstabbing. Mind control, guard the throne. This is not a test, it's on. Man up and stand up. It's time to lock it low. Been around the world and now they seen a lot of things. My so-called friends even scandalize my name. They smile in my face and then they talk behind my back. Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? Things people do today just ain't right. Like how another man can take another man's life. Politician man even playing different that. President, where you at? Talk to me, I talk back. Many nights I sat back and cried out, thinking about my life, inside out. That little voice was distant, too much liquor. I was praying for heaven, but hell came quicker. The bad dreams that had me walking these streets, looking bad, made a deal with the beast. Had guns, had weed. I got to build a team, then amongst a bunch of thieves. Money got stolen, listen, then I got shot. Thank God for the prayers, cause it stopped the death plot. Angels that watch, they still did protect me. I thought I was the man, cause I told her Smith and Wesson. I had to change my heart, no matter how I came. My back against the wall, tears fell like rain. I'm looking at the sky, Lord, take away my pain. He got me where he want me, I'm saying his name. The more I cried out, he said, don't be ashamed. I took it to the tech, I think it was first thing. The devil had a roadblock, so I switched lanes. The world in my rearview, thank God I've been saved. I'm full speed ahead, ain't no stopping this train. It's 99 books, so the Bible maintain. Yeah, I see the light like a dove when I saw it. I'm on my knees looking at darkness no more. Been around the world and now they seen a lot of things. My so-called friends even scandalize my name. They smile in my face and then they talk behind my back. Why you do me right, David? Why you do me right, David? Things people do today just ain't right. Like how another man can take another man's life. No politician man even playing different that. President, where you at? Talk to me, I talk back.
Talk back. That was the real deal. Holyfield.
Man, that song give me chills, man.
Shoot, you.
Hey, you know what?
So who on the hook?
That's simply right.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that was.
I have had to stop performance doing that song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real deal Holyfield from my life. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
All truth.
Oh man, come on, man.
Yeah. Your testimony.
Your testimony.
Yeah.
I hope people understand what I'm saying. That's all I'm like. Man, I hope people get.
Yeah, I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, yo, so what's the song about beforehand? But then you played it, I was just like, bro, need something.
My testimony, okay?
And I try to put, the real life scenarios. I try to put some political in there, and everyday struggles and life, and even what we need to do better as a people. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it all.
Right.
So, but not how do you want to track mine?
Wow.
You said you got 12 tracks of that. You about to burn them, cuz you about to burn them.
Right.
Phew, tell them where they can get your album, and give us a little information on it.
Big homie Z told him, man, you can pull up on me.
Slide to your
Holler at me in the inbox or something like that. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because for me, it's my life. So you know what I'm saying?
Make sure that you call in at 404-382-0417. That's 404-382-0417. Come on and call in and talk to Q.
Like I said, man, when you've been through so much, you know what I'm saying, you want to tell the story, and I found my way to tell it, you know what I'm saying, with that, just making that pen bleed and being honest with myself and telling the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's deep, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's deep. Like I said, it's my life, so it's like, who can I talk to? You know what I'm saying? So when you play it, I'm talking to you.
I heard you loud and clear.
that was amazing. Like,
Yes.
it hit home for everybody. Like, I think that everybody can really relate to that. Like, 'cause everybody's been in dark places. Everybody did things they shouldn't have done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's hot.
Yeah. And just for, I mean, and it's what's so inspiring to me is who you are today and all the things that you have going on to give back, to inspire our youth who young and dumb, making dumb decisions. And you are out here, a man who was once a young man making dumb decisions, and who you are today. That's what inspires me to keep going, to keep pushing all the things you got going and all the people that show you love and all the love that you show to people.
Right.
I love you, man.
No, you bet.
You better.
You know what
Can
I'm
I
saying?
chime in and ask a
Yes,
question
yes.
to you?
Yeah.
Because one of the things that's important to me, I see a lot of people transitioning from, from gangster to wankster. You understand what I'm saying? And I always tell them that when you are a gangster, it's not for you to change who you are, but only to change your mindset and the things that you do. So when you had your transition, did you start bearing down, or was you your same person, but your mind was just different? Because a lot of people get it twisted. They think just because you go to do, change from doing the wrong things to the right things, that you have to now be this wimp that don't have a voice, don't have this, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of church, quote unquote, church folk, they do that and they lose themselves in the religion instead of adopting the spirituality of saying, this is who I really am. How was that for you?
Talk back to you.
Oh man, it's like this. I'm gonna keep 1,000.
Because I hear with your language, you still who you are. You know what I'm saying?
And nobody cannot be no more than who you are.
Exactly.
And and what you're talking about, the gangsterism, I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you. You are who you are. You know what I'm saying? People respond to different things differently. You know what I'm saying? I always been zero tolerance, so it's like from the streets, and now I'm still not playing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You go to church, pastor, you stepped on my shoe.
That's something I already put at the church, because I'm like, if you saying somebody going out to start something that's different,
right.
But for me, living and trying to live a productive life, and if I got to protect myself, then because I don't know what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like gangster, like some people think gangster is being in the game. No, you're a gang member. Gangster is just
exactly. It's just who you are.
That's my definition. You know what I'm saying?
It's that thug different.
I feel like I'm just a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm God's son. You know what I mean? And there's certain boundaries that.
Well, see, I call God the original gangster. So I always relate to people that have transitioned, that have been in the streets, that have allowed, that the environment that they've been around has always been a certain type of way, and it took for their mind to change in order for them to change.
But still, you understand this: you know better, you do better. Right. So it's all about your growth and learning too. At the time, I was doing what I was doing because the circumference of my circle. That's what we were doing. Mm-hmm. But I was still. Moving in different areas and knowing different people. So I started like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I do this. Mm-hmm. I went years and years just in seclusion trying to find out who I was and what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. So I just, it's part of, I think it was a negative thing too, because I was secluded for years. And what happens is when you take something, you have to replace it too. Mm-hmm. So with me trying to stay away from what I thought was negative because I was changing, but I wasn't surrounding myself with positivity. To balance it.
Right. That's so
it's kind of like, did I change?
Right.
Because all I was doing was just thinking about what I used to do because it was that new. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, but I'm saying change is
right.
Most people out here doing what they doing don't want to do it, and sometimes they just don't know they got options.
Right.
And I would try anything. You know what I'm saying? So I think I found my options by making a bunch of wrong decisions. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I jumped off the porch plenty of times. Right.
Yeah. So real quick, Christine, along with changing your mindset, like you said, you secluded yourself, but people need to understand. I have a daughter who is trying to change, but how can you change when you hang around the same people that you got in trouble with, you hung out with, and all of that? And changing your mindset, you have to change the people, places, and things.
Yes. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, and I ain't gonna lie, but hey, I love what I was doing. I was married to the streets, and I think when people get caught up, they wind up, you become a part of your environment.
Right.
You become that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yes. I was, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to want something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want something. You gotta want something different.
Right.
Because you want it bad enough, they say you'll go get it, then you know what kind of steps you need to change your current situation. It is what it is. Sometimes it's gonna cause you demand up. Because you're gonna be thinking about what your partner's gonna say and all that. Some of them gonna hold you down to make sure you don't never change.
Exactly. Boom. Come on, wait a minute. We need to reiterate on that.
We need to hold you down this change,
because they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you prosper. This the snakes, these the crabs.
But now really think about it. Some people, they don't know they can change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they
hold you down unintentionally. Right. Sometimes they don't want you to leave them. They know they
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've dealt with people like that in my life. They don't want to see me do better than or climb the ladder because they felt that I would remove myself from them. So therefore, they wanted to keep me. And not only that, and you say not intentional, but sometimes people make you feel that you can't do better. So these are the crabs, the leeches, the bucket mentality.
Somebody told me one time, if you're the smartest one in your circle,
it's a circle.
You're not going to learn anything from the same people in that circle. If you're the smartest one, you got to go find
people draining you.
But you'll be surprised who's smart in your circle. People kids think being smart is lame. You really don't know. It's always a hidden gem in all of us that we got to be around the right person, the right time to birth well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
because we all have
life has no scripts.
And you just said something really important because see, people like us, and I'm saying us because I can relate to where you are. People like us, we draw people that normal people would say, and in people's eyes, normal people would say, why do you draw these types of people? The reason why is a lot of times people are drawn to who you are as a person and your spirit, and they're drawn to your change. And people don't understand that because a lot of times we can push those people away just because they're so drawn to us and we don't understand why. But a lot of reasons why is because they're drawn to the change and they want to change and they need to be around that change in order to change.
And I always say this too, man. Our life is really not our own. So when I was trying to
purpose either.
Yeah, so we here for a purpose at a divine time to do something special. And then most times it's over.
I think it also begins if you don't know your purpose on life, like you don't know why you're here, your mind is gonna be a little scrambled. Until you find out your purpose on life, it's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? Once you find out your purpose in life, then things will start moving a little smooth because you know what direction you want to go in.
But we got it's like what I tell the youth, or I tell the adults to tell the youth. We tell kids you can be whatever you want to be. But there are keys to success. You got to give them the key. If you tell them to be anything they want to be, and soon they look at a rapper, a stripper, I want to be that. Right. You ain't give them no meat. You know what I'm saying? You didn't give them a direction to go with. We all need directions.
Right.
Direction. At one point in time, everybody else probably was whatever. But guess what? No matter what we said now, you were still around some people that know who you are from 20 years ago. They know that person. New people know this person.
Right.
Hey, who is you?
Yeah. We about 10 different. I tell people I'm about 10. I'm about 10 people. Okay.
Kind of from a sociological, psychological perspective, the concept of like nature versus nurture, right? Nature as in, who would you be if you were under no influence? Like if you were to just be raised without external influence, you would just grow up as who you might be, as opposed to how that's balanced out against the nurture or the environment that you're raised in. Where do you think Like, do you think that your path would have been different if you were nurtured differently, or do you feel like a lot of what you have now, like you were returning kind of to the nature of who you are, you know, breaking away from the environment you were nurtured in?
I mean, I can guess and say anything, but I don't think. I mean, I don't know what I would do. I mean, it's only a thought. I mean, whatever it is, I would want to be great. Whatever I do, you know, whoever I will. So
let me rephrase that.
No, I understand the question. I'm just saying, like, my mom's at home and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk to kids now. I mean, what else? You know what I'm saying?
At home, my family tree go wide.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, because somebody can give it to you, but then what you gonna do with it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. In the nature versus nurture day, where it's like, and now you know what you're doing with your community outreach and things. You're trying to provide a better nurture to bring out kids, you know, with a positive nature, right? Or who want to be helped but don't have that help, right? And you provide that help too, right? Even if they don't know they want to be helped, right? The nature of your being, you can't escape, right? No matter what environment you were put in, the nature of your being, you can't escape. Like even you said, you've always been a thinking man, you've always been a researcher, a learner, always looking for new opportunities. So even when you was doing your time in the streets, even when you was out there traveling and hustling, you didn't lose that nature part of yourself, right? The nurture raised you in the streets, right? But the nature brought you back to who you are now and made you, you know, successful.
True story.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all in the album. I want to hear about it. It's all in the album.
Baking soda.
Too much sauce. I always wanted too much sauce. Because I love sauce. I love sauce. Anyway. Okay. We'll be right back with more Q Harper. Y'all stay tuned.
Call in.
Call in. Give them the number, Christine, real quick.
404-382-0417.
Give it two times.
Yeah.
404-382-0417. Call in.
Call in.
It's Q time.
Q time.
Talk back.
Come on, y'all. All right. All right, and we're going to hear some more of Q Harper and his testimony.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
That was hot. Was like, ooh.
That was deep, right?
I knew that it wasn't easy, but sometimes it don't seem like that's inside. But then I hear the words you say, and I promise I will stand with you and be true. You are the bad and the good, and no one needs to be committed. So here's a word for you to say with it. Stay down, we're almost to the very best. Oh, stay down, you'll always be my pride in my heart. Stay down, we two can pass that. Stay down, you ain't got a lot of work. Stay down, well, it ain't been the best, but it's certainly been worse. Stay down, the trouble will not last forever. Stay down, we'll be on this way together. One day we'll look back on this and I'll be like, remember everything is gonna make us step aside. We stay down. I leave behind your time to amaze me. You be talking and I swear that you're crazy, but I learned a long time ago that pride don't help, it only hurts, and I just want you to know I need you, baby. I'm just like Jesus, baby. Not pretty like a song, baby, but the life of George and we're moving on up. 10 years strong, we're looking like a plan. I'm looking like a woman, we're looking like a man. We're looking like weird on the haters looking face. That's the way they can't resist. We're almost to the very best part. Stay down. You'll always have a place in my heart. Stay down. We two can dance if I stay down. You know I got a lot more. Stay down. I know it ain't been the best, but it's all you feel. Stay down. The trouble will not last forever. Stay down. We'll get it on this way together. One day we'll look back on this. We'll be like, remember it. And it's gonna make us smile in the end. We stay down. like remember this, and it's gonna make us honest in the end. We stay down. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know?
Search millions of jobs on Indeed, including ones like sales executive.
Never wanna live without you, babe. No, I wanna be a lady. Love is so crazy. Never wanna live without you, babe. No, be a lady. Love is so crazy. What is this feeling that I can't sleep at night? Just thinking about being without you. Hurts and I'm tired, and I can't eat a bite. 'Cause I know someday it'll go away. Never wanna live without you, babe. I wanna be a lady. I want love is so big. Never wanna live without you, babe. I wanna be a lady. No, love is so crazy. I have the man that I want. I pray so many nights with you, and then my prayers came true. Oh, you. Now that I have the answer, I'll be wishing on a star. I'll follow you where you are. I don't wanna be alone. So baby, let's stay together through any kind of weather. Let's make a happy home. Because you mean so much to me, baby. That's why I wanna be a lady. I wanna be a lady. I want to live this song. Don't wanna live anything. Never wanna live without you, babe. I wanna be a lady. Love is so crazy. Never wanna live without you, babe. I said I don't wanna be so long. No, I don't know. Never wanna live without you, babe. I wanna be a lady. Love is so I don't wanna be alone. So baby, let's stay together through any kind of weather. Let's make this a happy home.
Q,
Yeah.
introduce your next song.
Despite all of the things you do to get a good night's sleep,
Next song, Q Time Volume 2, is My Testimony, featuring Simply Dre. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I love you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I need you, thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I thank you, hallelujah.
Soul winning, my testimony every Sunday. He gave us soul food, never let us leave hungry. See the world that have you thinking it's about your money. Feel the prayer, see his blessing, favor all owners. And his mercy, keep us in status mode. It's my testimony, greatest story never told. The altar call, drop your weight off and stand tall. Satan hate to see his job, this to make us fall. Open Bible, give us peace in the war zone. The name of Jesus is the sweetest name ever known. I gave up, he spoke strength, told me hold on. You shall not die, Jesus said live long. He made crooked road straight, even right or wrong. In the belly of the beast, singing a worship song. You gotta stand fast and wait to reach the overflow. Sing the hook to the song, let the people know.
Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I love you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I need you, thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I thank you, hallelujah.
Last verse promise not to hold nothing back. Rebuke migraines, rebuke heart attacks, molestation, spirit of the same sex. Rebuke witchcraft, God breaking all hex, and rape victims. Don't worry about it, God will get them.
Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus.
The hard times are over, God making you a soldier. In the army of the Lord, gonna brush your shoulder. Repent now for your sin before it's all over. And now the children plead the blood of Jesus on their life. The devil uses tactics just to get them out of sight. Out they mind, out their clothes, trick them out of life. On bending knees, that's how you learn to fight. And say you get me behind me, go fly a kite. And pray for those that wrong us out of spite. Goodness and mercy, love and a lot of might. What's in the dark will eventually come to light. This is now, don't care what a person used to. A new lease on life, don't let the landlord fool you. Prophecies on the mean, God already knew you. Say thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I love you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I need you, thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I thank you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you. Got to have you,
All right.
Amazing.
Go ahead, tell me what was that again?
Oh man, that was thank you, man. You
Thank
know,
you, obviously.
yeah. I had like I said, man, we talking about real life stories and scenarios, man. I'm one of the ones that gotta thank you. You know what I'm saying? Real, that's real talk. And that's all it's about, man. Just thanking him, man, for just the life, health, and strength, man, and being able to, what it really is, man, you know, living to tell the story.
Right.
You know, where I'm from and a lot of people I know, man, they gone. You know what I'm saying? You know, either they in prison or they did. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us, you know, a lot of people ain't here. You know what I'm saying? To tell the story, man.
Right.
So I wanted to ask, right? So we know, of course, you're doing your music, you're dropping your album. When exactly is it dropping? You got a date on that?
Oh man, it's
already out. It's got to hit you up for it.
Yeah, that's it. It's in the street.
You just heard it. Go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade and do some other things too, man. But like I said, I'm doing so many other things as well. So I got it on hand. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
Now, see, that's what I really wanted to talk about. I want to talk about the other thing, but I wanted to give people one more time just where they can find you. You said it's Q Harper on Facebook, right? And you're not on the stream services yet, but you're gonna get there. Right now, they want to hit you up. They got to slide you personal.
That's it.
It is. Q Harper on Facebook. Go find him personal. The music is hot. It's inspirational. It's touching. It's motivating. It's his testimony. He's telling his truth. He's telling his truth. So now you said you're doing a lot of other things, and I want to hear more about these other things you're doing. I mean, I know you're in community outreach, but give me some details on that.
Well, the details are, man, you know, I'm big on entrepreneurship. Like you're saying, sometimes in order for the youth, the community, and the youth to train, you got to give them something to do. And when you look at the current situation of our community, man, these kids want money. They want everything. They snatching pocketbooks, they stealing this package of food stuff. They get babies. They snatching everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's all for the dollar bill, man. So I feel like I just invested in a lot of things of my own to give them something to make money off of. You know what I'm saying? Unless they really just lazy and don't want to work. It's like earn your stripes, man. Earn your keeps. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of different ways out there that I mean, you know, if 9 to 5 not for you, then get around somebody they got their own business, and then you soak up the game of how they done it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're not doing. They're not really seeking to find the information on how to be successful. They just see what you got. They want what you got.
Covered.
That's what you're saying now. They want what you have. So, you know, we created a DJ service, photography service, man, a lawn service, and it's just for, you know, trying to teach the kids, like, man, you can start somewhere small like this, man, you know what I'm saying? And time in the process of that is teaching them time management, you know, how to, you know, save your money, man, and business license. Because when I started off doing what I'm doing, a lot of people think it takes $2-3 billion to start, and all it takes is for you to start. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with no money, you know, and closed mouth don't get fed, you know.
All right, we got a caller calling in. Let's go ahead and take this call.
Hi, caller, you're live on the air.
They're not saying nothing.
Hello.
They hung up.
Okay, call us back. Call us back.
I was going to say, just to kind of piggyback on what you said, you know, like the secret of wealth is not about how much you can make, it's about how much you can keep. You know, things like that nature. So you got to teach that to the youth. And a lot of kids, you know, they out here, they see all the what, but they never want to know how. Like, they see, like, the nice cars, the nice jewelry, the nice clothes, and they see what you have, but they don't really know how you got it, like the work that you put in to get to it, right? And how they can do that the same, right? Of course, it looks easy on the outside when you see a rapper. It's like, oh, I make a rap, and boom, money. When you see a drug dealer, it's like, boom, I hit the corner, boom, money.
And then when they get discouraged, they get, you know, think they're going to be okay. And then because it's supposed to be an instant success, you know, you just that good. Yeah, you know, and it's not like that. We have a caller coming in, but I want to finish this point because, you know, our youth needs to realize it's not, there's other things that you need that come with trying to be successful in entertainment, and they don't understand that. It's not just a zap and you a star and you're making millions and all of that. So a lot of them get discouraged, like, man, and then they get angry and then want to go into that. But you deal with a lot of youth and at risk.
And that lets you know too that you're around the wrong circles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got, I mean, business owners, you know, it's the mindset. You're not around those people that's going to elevate you. And that's where I'm at right now too in the point in my life. I'm tired of pulling and dragging people. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing me. And I feel like if you're doing you and I see what you're doing, I need to come holler at you and see how you're doing what you're doing. Teach me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, you know, people want to get at me. It's like, look, catch up. You know what I'm saying? Because I had people, oh man, you trying to leave. No, I just, my momentum picked up and you couldn't hold on.
That's it, period.
That's so different. Pick up, right.
Hey man, cut nobody out. They cut themselves off.
Right. Well, when we was on our break, I went somewhere because usually, you know, for our guests, we always have a food tray or something like that. We try to offer that glass of wine or juice or whatever floats your boat. But we do have something that I went and personally brought everyone from the Jamaican Jerk down the street. And the first one goes to my guest, Q Hopper. Okay. Christine Washington, my co-host. Okay. And we got one ladies first. Here you go, Dr. Angela. And
Let me get the extra
my
back.
friend. Here we go.
That's right.
Okay. And we got some beef patties. Okay. So we
You just
can.
missed talk back too.
Yeah, you did.
You just missed talk back. Another song.
Thank
you.
Oh, okay.
It was thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Well,
Super
we
Thank you.
we can play it again, my friend.
I said, oh, let us have another intermission.
Okay.
We'll get that.
Well, we gonna hear it again, definitely. But next, Q, we want to talk about this was something, and I tell people about it all the time. I said, Q Harper, you don't even know, your ears should be burning, because I said, yeah, he used to be a drug dealer and out on the streets, and he has an organization called Peacocks. And I know that name, PKOTS, Project Keeping Them Off the Streets. So tell us about your organization.
Yeah, I'm the founder of a 501c3 nonprofit organization, which is Project Keep 'Em Off the Streets Incorporated. PCAPS is the acronym.
Okay.
And where we're just big on entrepreneurship, leadership, empowerment. That's basically the foundation of the organization. And we do that by different means, from testimonials to showing documentaries, bringing in people like yourself to come in and speak to the youth and family, and most of the time putting our money where our mouth is, you know what I'm saying, and being that light to say, hey, because I feel like if I done it, you know, if I came through all the darkness, you know what I'm saying, then hey, who can't do it? You know, that's all it is, man. You know, not trying to be nothing on that, but just you know, simple servant that want to help and see our community in a better situation.
And that's how it's supposed to be. It's like when we go through things and we create things, it's for the people that's coming behind us. We gotta pull them up and help them out, and you know, we live by example. So what you're doing is great.
Project Keeping Them Off. I remember that.
We gotta join together. You know, BPU stands for Black People United, and you know, we're doing that, you know, to change the direction of our families, our businesses, and our community. So we just need to collab. You know, a lot of times individually we can reach a few, but together we can reach the masses. So
yes.
And a little bit gets us somewhere. Nothing gets us nowhere.
Right. So connecting with your resource, connecting with your community, coming together. That's what them hearts stand for, them two different color hands coming together. Okay? Yeah. Black people, white people, all people come together.
Like mine, baby.
Come on. All right. So tell us how and why, and what were some of the obstacles that you faced in getting this organization? Because I know a lot of people who have great programs or things that they have, but they haven't turned it into an organization, because a lot of people out be asking for money, but you can get funded through the state if you turn it into a 501c3. So what were some of the obstacles and things that you faced in coming together and putting Peacocks together? You look like
I'm just saying the easy answer is raising money. You know, everything's got a tag on it. Got a price to it. So a 501c3 is just money and having somebody to write it up, or you really sitting down and writing out your vision or your mission. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? So if somebody gonna fund you, what am I funding? What are you doing? What are you talking about? You know, and funding's out there. I don't know how long, but you know, we got it. You know what I'm saying? Better get it now.
Get it how you live now.
You see some more stove come with
So that's why we need to focus on and I really think it's very inspirational in what you're doing, how you change your life around. I mean, like, we need more people like you. And when you started preaching. It's just he preaching. Well, you a lot of people out there with him. You know, well, you're a minister of the word. You're a minister of the streets. You know, because you didn't come from the streets, but you chose the life of the streets because you was raised very well with your mother and father in the church and all of that little PK kid. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That way.
Look at, you know, chewing the garlic. Remember the Watch Boy?
Yeah. I tell you, I'm
Okay. Oh, you got many talents. A man of many talents. Okay, I want to hear the song. Thank you. Let's take a quick break so we can enjoy our patties, because that's what we're finna do. We don't want to eat while we talking to you. So we're gonna get into thank you, then we're gonna get into more Q, a little bit more about some of the stuff you got going on and future projects up to come. Okay. We'll be right back. Let's get thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you want to play it again?
Yeah, again and again.
You gonna charge me?
No.
Anybody else?
Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I love you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I need you. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I thank you, hallelujah.
Soul winning, my testimony every Sunday. He gave us soul food, never let us leave hungry. See the world that have you thinking it's about your money. Hear the prayer, see his blessing, favor all owners. And his mercy, keep us in status mode. It's my testimony, greatest story never told. The altar call, drop your weight off and stand tall. Satan hate to see his job, this to make us fall. Open Bible, give us peace in the war zone. The name of Jesus is the sweetest name ever known. I gave up, he spoke strength, told me to hold on. You shall not die. Jesus said, live long. He made crooked roads straight, even right or wrong. In the belly of the beast, singing worship song. You gotta stand fast and wait to reap the overflow. Sing the hook to the song, let the people know.
Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I love you, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I need you. Thank you, Lord, I really wanna thank you, Lord, I thank you, hallelujah.
Last verse promise not to hold nothing back. Rebuke migraines, rebuke heart attacks, molestation, spirit of the same sex. Rebuke witchcraft, God breaking all hate and rape victims. Don't worry about it, God will get them.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
The hard times are over, God making you a soldier. In the army of the Lord, gonna brush your shoulder. Repent now for your sin before it's all over. And now we truly plead the blood of Jesus on their life. The devil uses tactics just to get them out of sight. Out their mind, out their clothes, trick them out of life. On bending knees, that's how you learn to fight. And Satan get me behind me, go fly a kite. And pray for those that wrong us out spite. Goodness and mercy, love and a lot of might. What's in the dark will eventually come to light. This is now, don't care what a person used to. A new lease on life, don't let the landlord fool you. Prophecies on the mean, God already knew you. Say thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Thank you. Lord, I really wanna thank you. Lord, I love you. Hallelujah. Thank you. Lord, I really wanna thank you. Lord, I need you. Yeah. Thank you. Lord, I really wanna thank you. Lord, I thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you. Lord, I really wanna thank you. Got to have you. Yeah.
These beef patties are really, really, really great.
Yeah, I love them.
You eat yours?
Mm-hmm. We are enjoying these beef patties here on Spoken Sound of Soul. Thanks
From Jamaican dirt. Where? It's in the plaza of.
You got red meat?
Awesome. No, it's not red beans and rice. It's rice with oxtail rice.
Is my king, is my one. Yes, he's my father. Yes, he's my son. I can talk to him because he understands everything I go through and everything I am. It's my support system. I can't live without you. The best thing is his touch. Not just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you. I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that
I ain't sure what was the meaning behind this.
Brother,
And it was so such a blessing when you knew who I was at Dr. going to ABC. She seen me and I didn't recognize her because, but all the first stuff is looking at a little too cold.
around the neighborhood.
But I had an opportunity to ask
Education, you got your Wall Street color, blue collar brother, down for whatever chilling on the corner, talented brother, and to every one of y'all behind the bar, you know that they love you, are my pride, brother.
He was always good. Yeah, but he was always not down.
Try.
And so just wrote down to inspire all black people because a lot of them, you know, going to prison and stuff like that was hard. So she wrote that just like into
So much to me, give me what I need. I'm so glad. I love you for staying strong. You got it going now. I'm so proud.
I gotta learn how to get mine. Everybody's all mine up, but that's my first thing.
I'm so proud.
That's why I say we froze here.
Remember you're facing down, brother's gonna work it out. I'm so proud. I got my shakeable face. I want you to know that I'm here for you.
Let me go. You know, of course, a lot of the other, you know, student assistants and things. Of course, the faculty is mostly white, Asian.
Welcome back to Spoken Sounds of Soul.
Y'all calling Michelle?
You got a caller calling in?
We're calling her back.
Okay, we're calling. I call her back, Michelle.
All right.
Hello. We can't hear you. Let's see here.
So cute.
Okay.
Hello, Michelle, are you there?
She can.
No, she said hello. We can't hear her. She probably can hear us, but we can't hear her. Michelle, give us a call back, please. We know you have a question for Q, and he wants you to talk back. So you call back.
Come on,
Okay. and guys, Tlove purchased her own, very own, because I'm finna listen to It's My Testimony. Okay, but we got to call it back. I talk about that after the call.
But I was testing it. It had to be her phone.
Okay. Hi, caller, you're live on air.
That would be calling me back in.
Calling Michelle back. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
Hi, this is Tlove calling for Spoken Sounds of Soul. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, you had a question for us?
I just want to know, how can I get closer to God?
Okay, Q, you want to answer that? Great. I mean,
it's a big question.
How he got closer to God, giving your testimony. We got a guest, Q Harper, today, sharing his testimony. And you're going to tell us, Michelle, well, we would like for you to tell us what you thought of that, but Q going to answer that question for you.
For me.
All right.
Well, for me, that's a good question too, man. And what I think too is that's what's missing in the streets, man. I'm gonna say whoever, you, young adults, whatever adults are saying, that the belief system has diminished. You know what I'm saying? From having a belief in something higher than yourself, at the same time believing in oneself at the same time. And to get closer to God is just the fact that you just talk to Him. You know, get some personal space, get to yourself, and just talk to Him and tell Him, you know, what you need, and thank Him for what He's done, and ask Him for what you want. You know, it's pretty much simple as long as you know you're for real, and you know, waiting is a job on its own. So whatever you pray for, you know, you gotta wait for it, and you're gonna get tested before you get it.
And also,
wow, thank you.
And also create your own praying space. Just like you talk to your friends, you talk to God the same way. He listens to you, and do it on a daily basis, and you'll create a relationship with Him, and sooner or later you start feeling more attached and talking to Him more freely. So
I know.
So I would say create a prayer life for yourself.
And remember this too: people make stuff hard. Talking to God.
That's very good advice.
People make life hard. So you know what I'm saying? When you want to talk to the creator, the generator, orchestrator.
I think we're breaking up.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes.
I think we're, hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hi, Michelle. We hear you just fine. Okay. Well, we're having technical difficulties with Michelle, but that was a very great question, Michelle. Thank you so very much. Q, that was a great answer. Christine, great answer. You know, what is your insight on getting closer to God?
Me personally, I ain't want to out myself, but I have a different belief system. I'm spiritual, of course, but I'm a different belief system. It's kind of my personal thing. I mean, I would say God is within, right?
Right.
You know, whosoever your God may be, God is within. So getting closer to God is getting closer to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the immortal words of Drake, and I love quoting it. So anybody know, I quote it all the time. Know yourself, know your worth.
I love it. Know yourself, know your worth. Dr. Angela, briefly.
You know, getting closer to God to me is, like he said, first of all, developing a relationship with self, because the God that lives inside of you is the God that comes out of you when you speak, when you act, when you do things. So, you know, I always look at God as the original gangster. And because of that, you know, you can talk to God just like you would talk to anybody else. When you develop a relationship with somebody, communication is the main thing in a relationship that gets you closer to that individual. So communicating, see, the thing is a lot of people think that you have to go and you have to say a whole bunch of stuff, but you really don't. You know, when you talk to God, you know, go to God and say, you know, God, you know, you open up the floor with God, your perfect will be done in my life. Now, what is it that you want me to do? Right. And then you start, you know, so people think that God talking to you all the time is God coming to you saying things. But God talks to you through people. He talks to you through situations, and he talks to you through, you know, the people that are around you and situations that are around you. So to get closer to God is, like you said, to get to know yourself, but also realize that there is one that's higher than you. I love it.
If I may add, just another thing. I think a good form of communication. Me, I'm a very introspective and reflective kind of person, and so a lot of times I know, like, if you think about the concept of praying, you know, a lot of folks, it's like you bow your head and you sit quietly and you think to yourself, kind of in a communicative fashion. But I think a good practice, just, you know, throwing this out there to whoever might be listening, might help somebody, is to do what I call is like write the unsent letter, right? And so imagine you was writing a letter to like your mom or your dad or your friend or somebody who you asked for advice, because a lot of times in communicating and trying to project an idea to someone else, even if we imagine it to be a physical someone else, you collect your thoughts better even for yourself. There have been times where I've been, say if I'm helping a friend or, you know, they're asking me for advice, I'm giving them advice based on my own personal experience. And while I'm collecting my thoughts to deliver something to them, I'll have a revelation within myself and realize something that I might not have previously realized. And I think that, you know, even depending on whatever spiritual background you come from, that was an answer from God or whoever it is that you like believe that to be. I think, and so sometimes even if you don't have a direct person that you're going to send it to and wait for some feedback, you just open up like your notepad on your phone or on your desktop, and you just sit down and you start writing something like it's to somebody, right? And you want them to receive it. Like, you know, the kids write their little list out there or whatever, right? You write it out to somebody, you're collecting your own thoughts. And somewhere in that stream of consciousness, in that train of thought, you might find your own answers. I'm just putting that out there for whoever that might help.
Thank you, Z. All right, Q, you want to add?
I know she was saying that how God or whatever this and that. I said, you know, the Bible said he can use an act of ass.
You just use but Michelle, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, listeners, my daughters listening, tuning in, some of my co-workers. I love you guys so very much, all our fans and loved ones and people just supporting. We thank you so much. And just like I support Q, I got to listen to this on the way home because that, thank you, man. He said, rebuke the witchcraft, okay? Because the enemy going to try to come, steal, kill, and destroy by any means necessary. And the power is in the tongue. So when they speak negativity into your life, you have to say, I rebuke that.
So what do you believe? What do you believe that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy? I always have to ask this question.
What's the question?
You know, when it says that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, what do you believe that he's actually after?
That's the foundation, and I think what people don't know is, like in going to church in my life, and always hearing that, but I always felt like, once again, giving the people the keys to success. So we in church, we just always say, devil can't steal, kill, and destroy. But then you don't tell a person how he comes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He can work with your kids, he's boss on your job. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Satan comes in all type of faces.
That's what I believe in. We bad spirit, it depends on, and we got both. I understand that we have both, depending on what you want to operate on. You want to be the devil, then you'll be the devil. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what I think. I think you know, just knowing how he played, you know, different levels, different devils. You know what I'm saying? You know, every time you try to excel, you're gonna reach some tension and stuff like that. So you know, I believe once you know that, then you just start kicking down doors.
See, what I learned a while ago is that the enemy comes to steal your spirituality. Because when he steals your spirituality, what that does is that takes away, he kills your relationship with God. And then that destroys your reputation. And the reason why he wants to destroy your reputation, remember that the devil is an accuser of the brethren. So he always wants everybody to see what you used to be instead of who you are today. So he comes to steal your spirituality, kill your relationship with the Creator, and destroy your reputation.
She done did all that. That's
Yeah,
true.
did all that. Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm still here.
Yeah, man.
I'm still standing.
So he wasn't successful because remember, when it say no weapon is formed against you shall prosper, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna come.
Yeah.
Right? It just ain't gonna prosper.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name, you gotta seal the deal.
That's in the top. You know, without a test, you can't have a testimony. So.
That's it. See,
I got mine. Y'all get yours. Get yours.
How much your CD? Let us know.
10 buckaroos.
$10.
So would you like to play another one of your songs?
You got one in the queue already, right? That we actually had two, and we added. Thank you.
Okay, so that was.
So what's if you want to introduce us?
G.O.D.
G.O.D.
G.O.D. That's it.
Okay.
Send me your.
Bless you, sis.
If you say Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, now,
I did not see that.
All right, sorry about that, y'all. Let's go ahead to get G.O.D.
My kids,
All right, we're gonna get the DJ today, y'all.
if you say Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior,
G.O.D.
I want you to put your fingers up. Get them up, get them up. Now, I want you to repeat after me. Repeat after me and say, it's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. over everything. Now rock on. Now just rock on. It's a new day. Y'all be on the smile now. I got Jesus in my life. I'm on that cloud now. I choose the Most High. He'll never let me down. Deuteronomy 6, I'm in the chapter now. Plus I know my Father. I am not a bastard child. I am not of this world, so I ain't studying crowd. And if you believe and stand to your feet, know we are his sheep. There won't be defeat. Baptized in the blood. Got the whole armor on. See my son like he wiped me down in overall. It's the new me. Hope you see the transformation. The warrior's praise. This is just confirmation. Kill your flesh. Way too many stipulation. I got it now. The devil tell me use manipulation. I pull the plug. This is where it stop here. The end times. Boy, you better make it clear where your soul go. Better let your spirit flow. Now look at me. I'm a true miracle. You ain't no God child. You better let it go. And if you're lost and you don't know where to go, just look for Jesus. Supernatural growth. Now rock on. I just rock. I rock on. I just rock. I rock on. What's your name? Get him up. Say G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. over everything. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. over everything. Now rock on. I just rock. I rock on. Get him up. Just rock. I rock on. I just rock. I rock on. I was thinking just how my life was. The tug, the pool, having me wanting to be a thug until I got a hug. A whisper in my ear told me to keep praying. Say that God here. I smiled ear to ear. I showed my laminaires. I left the block and told Jesus to spare my bills. Wash my sins away. Give me a new sight. I'm humble, broke. Everything gonna be alright. See, he break you down just to build you up. See, he slow you down just to catch you up. To see faith, it'll make you crazy, won't it? Ask some mercy, make you appreciate the love, don't it? That's why we ain't dead. You better count your blessings. You better keep praying. The struggle is just a lesson. Not to love negative. We just passing through. Don't just hear the word, but be living proof. We can disappear anytime like poof, and it'll all be done. Then you'll believe the truth. Just rock. Rock on. Rock on. Rock on. Just rock. Rock on. G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. over everything. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. It's G.O.D. over everything. Rock on. Just rock. G.O.D. over everything.
Hey, all right. That's my joint right now. Okay, all right. I thought,
it was in the studio when we laid that down, man. Shout out to
thank you, talk back. Y'all gotta get this. I'm gonna be jamming on my way home and work and everywhere I go, because I'm going to put it in my CD player.
Request $2 so I can pay. Okay. I have no cash.
Don't worry about
I still got your first CD.
We got to get
To those of you who are just tuning in,
yeah.
this is Spoken Sounds of Soul here on BPU Radio with Terry Tlove Coleman and Christine Washington and Zoe. And the special guest today is Q Harper.
Q time. Q time. Q time.
And, you know, I've been sitting back a long time, man, just trying to, wait my turn. But sometimes we just gotta get busy, man, and do what we gotta do. And I just try to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I done been, this album's about being falsely accused. I'm talking about dirt thrown on your name, character assassination. I still go through that now, but what I do, I show people like, I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? Until they get on my back and then my back and then weigh me down, I can't move. Hey man, I'm on all fours doing the doggish style. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we gonna go.
Can't walk proud. Get to the
destination. Man. I just want to be, inspiration to people, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been through it all. I've been shot, stabbed, taped up, and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's real in the field, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going back to what you were saying earlier, like and what you said about when that light came on or whatever, man. It's just a blessing to still be here. You know what I'm saying?
I think all of us can relate to that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're one of the characters that I wrote in Heart of a Dope Man. It's a film that I'm writing now. And it was just that, people that have been in the game, but one day they had an epiphany and realized the same communities that they were destroying is the same ones that they were responsible for changing.
Yeah.
So you have to be the change.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to be here for the next person. It's not all about those that coming behind us. It's something that's older than us.
Exactly.
We have came and evolved so much in front of their eyes. They trying to figure out like how can they get back on track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a forward and backwards,
We would love for you to join our movement. We just started a movement called Bosses Building Bosses, and we want to make sure that we have men involved too, because it's important for men, to understand that, it's not about age. Bosses Building Bosses is not about age. Because there's a lot of older men that will look up to you, even though, even says biblically, don't let people despise you of your youth. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're younger than somebody doesn't mean that you're not wiser.
Right.
Very wise, very wise.
We didn't talk about, I have a poetry line too called PQ, so I'm looking forward to launching that this year too.
All right.
Okay.
Put me on board now.
On here. Let's go on and get a show going on.
Okay, let's get a show. Let's do that. Let's do a show once a month here, and let's have me and you host it.
Yes, that sounds very fun.
Like I said, man, the sky's the limit, and it's like most people don't focus on money. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let money make you. You make money, and don't work for the money. Make the money work for you. That's a business model.
And in the process, be able to communicate and draw people in, because it's a blessing to be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blessing to be a blessing. And if we able to bless somebody with the little that we have, because, money that's going to be here when we dead and gone. It's about captivating these souls and inspiring people to make the changes so that they can live a better life on earth as well as in heaven.
I just want to shout out to all those that came through my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I forgive you. You forgive me. You know how man. There's a lot of people that I believe. Sometimes people don't know they blocking their blessing by hating on you when they know they're supposed to be down with your program. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know that. It's a lot of people I'm reaching out to. Like, no, how can I help your thing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I know more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We live what we learn.
Right. Well, we definitely want to connect because we have a little a group growing here, Bosses Building Bosses, and we are all collabing. Dr. Angela being the head of this great organization that we're building. And, Christine's on board, and a lot of great people, Sherry Hill, Candy, Z, myself. We want to bring you on board. We just got a lot of great people. There's a list of people. Can't name you all, but because I don't know you all.
And we're going to have a great big meeting. so that we can push this thing out there.
Right, but it's just a lot of people collaborating together and coming together with different organizations, and this is just what it's about. This is my intentions for Rescue and Progress, for everybody to come together in unity. And these are the same intentions that you have, Dr. Angela have, Christine have. We all got to come together. And if we have that mindset without people stepping on people's toes or trying thinking you bigger or better or whatever, and in our lives and in our circles, we have dealt with that. So it's time to come out of that because we are not of that. We want to see everybody do good. I know Christine wants. I know you want that. I know you want that. So I'm only connecting with the real, not the bullshitters. Excuse my language, because I dealt with you, and I ain't got time for you. Real, stay real, and real recognize real, and everybody in this room is real. So you want to get on board, y'all? Come on over to the winning team.
And while we're speaking of getting on the board, somebody has a birthday tomorrow.
What? Who got a birthday tomorrow?
Who? Yeah, somebody got a birthday tomorrow. I
wonder who got a birthday tomorrow.
Who's trying to 50 tomorrow?
Oh,
50.
Oh,
It's your birthday.
106.
It's your birthday, Q? Is it your birthday?
So to all of y'all who are supporting Spoken Sounds of Soul, you know, help us sing the early happy birthday to our girl, Terry Tlove Coleman. You got a happy birthday rap, Q?
Okay. It's my birthday tomorrow. I am turning none of your damn business. Anyway, but it's my birthday tomorrow. Not doing anything, but we do plan on having a big party right here.
Yes.
At the BPU Foundation.
Yes.
And we're going to get it in. And I want y'all all to come. I'm going to send you invites. I don't know.
We haven't decided on the date yet.
I ain't playing nothing because I wasn't intending on playing nothing. I was trying to wait till.
That's what I'm talking about. Saturday.
No, I think I'm gonna do it maybe next week because we got stuff going on.
We already have an event.
No, not next week. Maybe the week after. I mean, my birthday all month. Okay, my birthday is all month.
The shortest month of the year.
Okay. Okay, but number one is the day, but we're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna plan the party, and I want everybody to come out. And I'm playing. I think short notice is for Saturday. Is too short of a notice. Because I want all my friends to come.
Girl, when you invite people to your house, you do it 2 days before, and they all show up. So they will show up to your birthday party too.
Well, we'll see what goes on. I haven't planned anything, so I mean we got a lot to put together.
Ooh, so, I could. Hey, you should have a karaoke birthday party.
Oh,
that would be really, really fun. A karaoke birthday party. That sounds like that would be real fun.
I got some ideas when we get up there.
Okay. Until then, let's
play it up.
It's my birthday tomorrow, I'm turning.
Happy birthday to you. I made this for you. I made this for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what is that?
I got strawberries.
I thought that was for all of us.
Happy birthday.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
1 year birthday.
Okay, we're going to share my birthday. I'm all about sharing and sharing. Oh, she put the hearts on there for me, y'all. I'm trying to tell. Why you put the plans on there? Wait a minute, hold on. Give it lights. Okay, let's see what I got.
There's nothing good.
Little things.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Love and time. All I need is love and lots of time. And a camera.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you close it out. You want to help you?
It's a healthy strawberry. It's free. All right, it's my birthday tomorrow, guys. I love you all.
The medical professor. Scroll up.
See, Robbie, my chocolate strawberry, please scroll us out. And please cute. So you tell everybody, you know what you got going on there. All right, we're gonna take it over to the next question.
1, 2, 3, testing this song.
I don't know. I mean, maybe just because I'm hearing my own self speak. I don't know.
Test. There we go. See, that's what I expected to hear. All right, so while she's getting into the strawberries, killing them things, hurting them things. Okay, so of course we talked about your album and that's out. And again, I just want to go ahead and recap that. Q Harper on Facebook. You got to hit him up direct. You know, link up with him, and he's doing a lot of big things for the community. He's leading project Keep Them Off the Streets. That's Peacocks. Matter of fact, if you got your card, go ahead and hold it up there to the camera there. I took a picture of it. I sent it around to a couple people I know, right, just to make sure they get that. Mm-hmm. But I just want to know, so, you know, I believe in, you know, when you plan forward, you want to try and plan in reverse, right? So look forward, right, see where you want to be, even aggrandize it, right? Even if you got to go over the top, right? And then you try to work your way back, like, you know, what steps you got to take, and me and my mom got this long conversation going on about, you know, the traversal and universal states. It's a whole time-space thing, but what universal states you got to progress through to get to the one you see out there. So give it 5 years, right? Where does Q Harper see Q Harper in 5 years?
I mean, doing what I do and just doing it bigger and better.
It is. Go big, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Go big. Really dream big. Where it's at. You shoot for the stars, you still land on the moon.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
There it is.
Yeah. Dark matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's next for you, Q? You got some upcoming projects, right?
Yeah. And a lot of things we do are just repetitious too. So, you know, there's ongoing projects like Peacock's Chill Peel. That's where we just, you know, different communities, different sides of town, different counties where the kids can come play board games, family fun. You know, we're gonna have sack lunches, all that kind of stuff, man. It's just more like a safe environment to come just, you know, kick and just really play. You know, different speakers and, you know, stuff like that.
I definitely want you to be a part of the Black People Unity Festival. It's, you know, Black is an acronym. Mm-hmm. Beautiful Living Ancestors Controlling Kingdoms. Mm-hmm. And we will be having our Unity Festival in July. And then the next day, on the 22nd, we will have the Black I Am Awards. But this year's focus is the rebirth of Black families.
That's what's up. Playing the board games.
Yeah,
like we used to do back in the day.
The board games, kickball, all of the things that
getting away from social media.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I did it last year too at South Carolina. I did Peacock Chill Peel. Had two nice school came out with music school. They brought out equipment, all kind of instruments and stuff like that. The kids play on it. Big homie, he came from the job. Like we just had different people come out and just because the kids need to see us. They need to see the successful people. I mean, you got to be rich, but people that's making moves, they need to see that it's believable. Right. We keep telling them about people.
Right.
They ain't seen them people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's just my.
They need a living ancestor.
Yeah, we need to put people in front of them, and everybody needs a mentor. I don't care how old you are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs mentors. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's part of like this community thing that us coming together and then going mentoring other people, a person. Yes. You know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. But Peacock's Chill Pill. We got the one you was talking about is being about that life. And that's going to be like an open forum with different speakers coming in, and we're going to deal with different topics. But it's going to be the testimonial part, speaking to the youth in the community about what it was. You know what I'm saying? History only repeats itself. So no matter what we talking about, somebody was there before us, and these kids when they come through it.
That's right.
Them same blocks they on, we already been on the same block.
Yeah.
Ain't that new? So, you know, I just believe just keeping it I don't even want to say real. You know, I want to leave off with that too, man. We keep saying keep it real. Real done got a lot of people killed. And claiming all these communities and all that, man. Claim what's rocking with you, what you rocking with. I mean, you got your trust in it, trust you, you love it, and love you back.
He be speaking the truth. He talk back. He talks back, baby. Q, we love you so very, very much.
And y'all seen those wonderful strawberries. Y'all know that those are Christine's treats. Tell them where they come.
Glamour Treats by Coco.
Glamour Treats by Coco. Look at these pretty little treats. Look at them.
Oh, absolutely. Glamour Treats by Coco. Make sure you check them out.
What's over?
www.glamourtreatsbycoco.com. Hit my website. Valentine's Day is coming up. Support me. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell everyone how they can reach you.
As far as Q Harper, you know, Facebook, Project Keep Them Off the Street is what we're doing everything under, man. You know, we on Instagram, Peacats _ Inc. Peacats _ Inc. Also Peacats Inc. on Facebook. You know, you can always catch us at the theater near you. You know, I don't believe in posting everything I do. Just don't have that kind of time. So I'm sorry.
We gotta get it posted so that so that more people can, you know, get
I need y'all.
So we got to team up.
Me to jump on that and post it. It ain't happening.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, we help you out. You help us out. We help each other out, and that's what it's about. Ow! You like that rhyme? It was
I need everybody email before I leave.
Well, you got mine. Okay.
I came here and got full and then got a dessert.
Yeah.
A great day on the show.
And we didn't drink no sober juice today. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. I want to thank my special guest, Q Harper. Much love to you, man.
And remember, if you want to watch this video over again, you can go to BPU Radio on YouTube and download the video and keep it at your own disposal.
Let me say this to the people too. If it's something I can help people with, because I'm behind a lot of, I don't, you know, name drop because of, you know, they did and stuff like that. But I mean, if it's something I can do, hit me up. You know, I know a lot of people burn green. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But hit me up if it's something that we can help with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning that down. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that can elevate what you got going on, you need that kind of help. 501c3, how to start a business. You know, I just look like this, but yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. We know, intelligent black man that turned his life around and got going on.
Corporate thugging.
Wow, I love it. All right, and we gonna talk more. You love poetry. Me and Q may just get it in. You know, y'all gotta excuse my attire today. Tlove thugging out. I'm thug dizzling today. But anyway, I got my warehouse clothes on.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. God bless you with another year coming. So
another year. I thank God for it. So God let me make it to see it. The day ain't over with, but I pray that I make it through the day. So we thank you all for tuning in. Much love to you. But we're gonna try to get some stuff going with Q. So we gotta get out of here so we can talk to him about what our future holds. Okay? So we out. Bye. I love you all.
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm hitting with this piece right here.
It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be.
You were ready.
You're not the person they see. And you like the things you've been through, but they built your muscle.
You will make
now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop
I am a son of him, and I don't know why. Why I chose to fall from the sky. And I was up so high, slowly fading, losing my grip. Going so fast and the was moving so slow. Now I got to get in and fit in and go with the flow. Those who understand me, they lack the knowledge of me. That I'm living.
Most times I have to be. Yeah, most times I have to be.
It was a pleasure meeting y'all.
Absolutely.
Y'all stay blessed up, you know.
You as well.